Okay, so we're back now. The plate is dry-ish to touch, so you'll see that it will be a lot easier to paint onto. So Zara's going to start painting however she wants to decorate it. And here's Oliver. He's going to do some painting techniques too. What we've done is we've just made a mould, shaping a piece of clay over something. He's made a little bowl here, so Oliver's going to decorate that while we go. Okay, so just put it down, Ollie. Yep. And then there's a brush and some paint for you.
I get the red and pink.
I get purple. That's all I get. Purple.
Okay.
Look what Georgie did.
So you'll notice here, there's a little chunk. Zara's just going to get rid of that, because what will happen is that, that chunk will, you don't want chunks, because what will happen is that'll just crack off.
It's turning green.
So this is a good example. So Oliver's clay is not as dry as Zara's. So what's happening is the clay is not absorbing the paint like it is on Zara's. So he's got some drips happening. Zara's plate is drier, and so it's not going to repel the paint like Ollie's is. You can see that there. So you want to make sure that you use the colour sparingly. So Zara's using some paint now to emphasise specific things. So she's emphasising the back of, I think that's a screw.
Yeah, that's a screw.
What if it's magically not?
So you can see here, that's Zara's plate with it being dry. Ollie's using that same red, and it's not absorbing the colour as well. So that's just the difference between waiting a little bit longer. These are special paints that withhold a lot of heat. So when we fire these plates, we fire them to a very high temperature. These plates will be dishwasher safe and oven proof. And what do we say, guys? We want you to use them, don't we?
Duh. Can you stop saying doing?
So these plates will be dishwasher safe.
Mine's not.
That's okay. It's fine. So Zara's adding some green in there. There's some yellow here too,
Green?
but just make sure.
Yeah, green.
I didn't even know that worked out.
Yeah, it's just a bit light.
And so when you make sure you always clean your brush and dry your brush. So a good thing you can do is wipe your brush on your towel. Yep. Say hi, George. Hello. Okay. What are you going to do with the yellow, Zara? Oh, nice.
I'm doing it all neat.
Okay. So you'll see that the underglazes travel a fair way. All right. You don't want it to be thick and chunky.
No, Georgie.
Otherwise, it'll just break off and make a hole.
That's right.
And it won't be as nice. If you made it all chunky, it'll just break off.
So this is another really good opportunity for the kids to have some creative expression.
And I just wanted to say because the yellow is a bit wet. You can just dip your brush in and then dry it because you don't have to dip it too much because you see it's just wet. So when you take one dip, it can just wash up in one time.
Okay.
But probably if you use a lot, it can't really wash off if it's really chunky.
Yeah, it's a bit thick, isn't it?
And you see, Mummy keeps them with lids on so they don't get dry.
That's exactly right. So you don't necessarily have to use all of the colours at the same time. For each project that you do, you can save them because they are expensive, so you can save them for the next project that you get from me.
I'm done.
All right, you're going to do another colour now, Zara, or something a bit different? So here's Ollie's finished. Looks pretty cool, hey? So underglazes are pretty much like paints, but they can withhold massive heat. The underglazes are true to form. So what you see there is what you get. A glaze, which is this white glaze, is something that I dip my pieces in before I put them into the kiln, and it's made up of lots and lots of different ingredients that makes it shiny. So when these pieces are finished, I will be glazing them with a clear glaze. Rightio, I think we're done. Happy plate making.